Equality and diversity regulations in the European Union. Equality and diversity are fundamental principles that underpin the values of the European Union, EU. The EU has long recognized the importance of promoting equality and diversity within its member states, and has implemented various regulations and policies to ensure the protection of these principles. 1. Legal framework. The EU has a comprehensive legal framework that addresses equality and diversity issues. The Treaty on the Functioning of the European Union, TFEU, explicitly prohibits discrimination based on various grounds, including sex, race, ethnic origin, religion or belief, disability, age, and sexual orientation. This legal framework ensures that individuals are protected from any form of discrimination and promotes equal opportunities for all. 2. Employment equality. The EU has implemented several directives to promote equality in the workplace. The equality directives prohibit discrimination in employment on various grounds, such as sex, race, disability, age, and sexual orientation. These directives require member states to enact legislation to ensure equal treatment in recruitment, promotion, and working conditions. They also promote diversity by encouraging employers to adopt inclusive practices and eliminate barriers to employment. 3. Gender equality. Gender equality is a key focus of the EU's equality and diversity regulations. The principle of equal pay for equal work is enshrined in EU law, ensuring that men and women receive equal remuneration for work of equal value. The EU has also implemented directives to combat gender-based violence and promote work-life balance, including parental leave and flexible working arrangements. These measures aim to eliminate gender stereotypes and promote equal opportunities for both men and women. 4. Racial and ethnic equality. The EU is committed to combating racism and promoting racial and ethnic equality. The Racial Equality Directive prohibits discrimination based on racial or ethnic origin in various areas, including employment, education, and access to goods and services. The EU also funds initiatives and programs to promote integration, combat discrimination, and raise awareness about racial and ethnic equality. 5. Disability rights. The EU has made significant efforts to promote the rights of persons with disabilities. The Disability Equality Directive prohibits discrimination on the grounds of disability in employment, education, and access to goods and services. The EU has also adopted the European Accessibility Act, which aims to improve the accessibility of products and services for persons with disabilities. These measures promote inclusion and equal participation of persons with disabilities in all aspects of life. Equality and diversity regulations in the European Union are crucial for promoting a fair and inclusive society. The EU's legal framework ensures that individuals are protected from discrimination and have equal opportunities. By addressing issues such as gender inequality, racial and ethnic discrimination, and disability rights, the EU strives to create a society where diversity is celebrated and everyone can fully participate. It is through these regulations that the EU demonstrates its commitment to upholding fundamental values and promoting equality for all. Here are some additional points to further elaborate on equality and diversity regulations in the European Union. 1. Anti-discrimination laws. The EU has implemented various anti-discrimination laws to protect individuals from discrimination in different areas of life. These laws cover not only employment but also education, housing, social protection, and access to goods and services. The aim is to ensure that everyone has equal opportunities and is treated fairly, regardless of their personal characteristics. 2. Positive action measures. In addition to prohibiting discrimination, the EU encourages member states to adopt positive action measures to promote equality and diversity. Positive action refers to targeted actions or measures taken to address existing inequalities and promote equal opportunities. These measures can include preferential treatment in recruitment, training, or promotion for underrepresented groups, with the goal of creating a more diverse and inclusive society. 3. Monitoring and reporting. The EU emphasizes the importance of monitoring and reporting on equality and diversity issues. Member states are required to collect data on discrimination and equality indicators, allowing policymakers to assess the effectiveness of existing regulations and identify areas that need improvement. This data-driven approach helps in formulating evidence-based policies and strategies to address inequalities and promote diversity. 4. Social inclusion and integration. The EU recognizes that promoting equality and diversity goes beyond legal protections. It also involves fostering social inclusion and integration. The EU supports initiatives and programs that aim to enhance social cohesion, reduce social inequalities, and promote the integration of marginalized groups. This includes efforts to address poverty, improve access to education and healthcare, and support the integration of migrants and refugees. 5. Awareness and education. The EU places great importance on raising awareness and promoting education about equality and diversity. Through campaigns, training programs, and educational initiatives, the EU seeks to challenge stereotypes, prejudices, and discriminatory practices. By promoting understanding and acceptance of diversity, the EU aims to create a more inclusive and tolerant society. 6. International cooperation. The EU actively engages in international cooperation to promote equality and diversity. It collaborates with international organizations, non-governmental organizations, and other countries to share best practices and exchange experiences. This collaboration allows for the development of global strategies to address common challenges and promote equality on a broader scale. Equality and diversity regulations in the European Union are comprehensive and multifaceted. They encompass legal protections, positive action measures, monitoring and reporting, social inclusion, awareness and education, and international cooperation. By addressing various forms of discrimination and promoting equal opportunities, the EU strives to create a society that values diversity, respects human rights, and ensures the inclusion of all individuals. Mediators should be knowledgeable about the Equality and Diversity Acts of the European Union for several reasons. 1. Ensuring compliance. Mediators play a crucial role in facilitating fair and equitable resolution of disputes. By being familiar with the Equality and Diversity Acts of the European Union, mediators can ensure that the mediation process is conducted in compliance with these laws. This helps to prevent any potential discrimination or bias during the mediation process and ensures that all parties are treated fairly and equally. 2. Promoting inclusive mediation. The Equality and Diversity Acts of the European Union aim to promote inclusivity and equal treatment for all individuals, regardless of their race, gender, age, disability, sexual orientation, or other protected characteristics. Mediators who understand these acts can create an inclusive mediation environment that respects and values the diversity of the parties involved. This promotes a sense of fairness, trust, and respect, which is essential for effective mediation. 3. Addressing power imbalances. Equality legislation often seeks to address power imbalances and reduce discrimination in various areas of life. Mediators who are knowledgeable about these acts can identify and address power imbalances that may exist between the parties involved in a mediation. They can ensure that the mediation process is conducted in a manner that empowers all parties and provides equal opportunities for them to express their needs, concerns, and perspectives. 4. Providing appropriate support. Different individuals may have unique needs and requirements based on their protected characteristics. Mediators who understand the Equality and Diversity Acts can provide appropriate support and accommodations to ensure that all parties can fully participate in the mediation process. This may include providing interpreters, accessible facilities, or other necessary resources to ensure equal access and participation. 5. Facilitating informed decision-making. Mediators who are knowledgeable about the Equality and Diversity Acts can help parties make informed decisions during the mediation process. They can provide information about relevant rights, obligations, and legal protections under these acts. This empowers parties to make decisions that are informed by their rights and helps them understand the potential implications of their choices. 6. Setting a positive example. Mediators serve as role models for parties involved in the mediation process. By being knowledgeable about the Equality and Diversity Acts, mediators demonstrate their commitment to promoting equality, diversity, and inclusion. This sets a positive example for the parties and encourages them to approach the mediation process with trust and confidence. Mediators who are familiar with the Equality and Diversity Acts of the European Union can ensure compliance, promote inclusivity, address power imbalances, provide appropriate support, facilitate informed decision-making, and set a positive example. This knowledge enhances the effectiveness and integrity of the mediation process, allowing for fair and equitable resolutions of disputes.